what to do with it, because this feeling of inconsistent love was familiar, and so I stayed, and that didn't end well. Cry in a Bentley, then cry in Ngomongo. But Ngomongo don't come after me. Like, why would you want to cry? Why would you want to be unhappy in a Bentley? Even for connection. But those wires may have gotten tangled. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's about the end of the week, and yeah, I am so happy with the feedback that you guys gave me on the previous video on father wounds, and I'm glad that most of us are now speaking up, and we're not shy about things that happened in the past, and that you're working towards healing. I think that's the most important thing. That it's really good. Yeah, we should work on that and be intentional to not be in the pool of bitterness. We're not just having this to blame our fathers. No, it's not even about blaming them in the first place. It's about understanding the things that we went through as children that have shaped our adulthood, and having that knowledge enables us to know what we need to work on so as to have more fulfilling lives. Yes. So this video is about drum rolls, why you keep attracting emotional unavailable men. Yeah, why we keep attracting emotionally unavailable men and how to stop. Have you ever wondered why at times do we feel like we are drawn to the same type of person? Why is it that we sort of like date the same type of person? Have you ever wondered why that happens at times? This is majorly because we tend to be in a state where we haven't fully healed, and so when let's say you date Kamodo, he is emotionally unavailable, you end things, you meet Anothiambo, still is emotionally unavailable, you stay until you're not able to stay anymore. And so what this does, and I'd say this is due to the fact that at times we really are the problem. The men have a problem, but I'd say women, you as an individual also have a part to play in this. And so we always start with a story. I'll not give many details about this because the guy is known, and yeah, earlier on in first year, my wounds were still deep, they were still very fresh. I had not dealt with it, and so there was this one time I asked a guy, we were having something, and so I asked him whether we were compatible at the time. And so he got mad about it. Okay, I don't know that it was mad really, can't remember because it happened kitambo, but I'd say he did seek it very well, and so according to him it was best to end things at the time. And so for me it was like, no, it was just a question, where are you going? And I was like, please stay, don't leave me.
No, God, please, no, 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 no,
Joy! Oh my God. So yeah, and after that conversation, I came back home, and I was like, we have a fear of abandonment, and I just knew it was there, but I didn't know what to do with it, because this feeling of inconsistent love was familiar, and so I stayed, and that didn't end well, because it was just, the guy had already checked out, he was emotionally unavailable, but since I just wanted to hold on to his hem, hold on to his garment, like the lady who held on to Christ's garment. But like I held on to it, and it wasn't healthy, and I just left when something that was non-negotiable happened, and I was like, okay, me, I'm done. But now looking back, I thank God that happened, because if that wouldn't have happened, I would still be in a toxic environment, or he would have just left me wondering, am I worthy? Am I worthy of love? Am I da 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 da? In the previous video, we discussed that father wounds leave you wondering whether you're worthy, whether, because the grounding that you should have experienced as a child, you tend not to experience it because of, well, the father wounds that are there. And so if you feel like you are attracted to individuals who are distant, unavailable, hard to reach emotionally, it's not bad luck. There's something deeper that's going on. And so knowing that, you just know when you find someone who is emotionally unavailable, there's something in you that lights up.
What? What the fuck?
Because it's familiar. It is a familiar feeling, and so you tend to stay in it because you're like, okay, I'm used to this. It is cool. But girl, don't stay there. It is not cool to stay there. Yeah, it's not cool. And so there's a part that I just want to read as it is. It says, we often try to win the love we never got as kids, subconsciously thinking, if I can just get the distant man to love me, I'll finally be enough. But healing doesn't come from repeating the wound. It comes from breaking the pattern. And so I have friends who come from healthy families. The dads are good, but they tend to fall for the same emotionally unavailable guy. And for that, I will link it to trauma that you experience in your early years of adulthood. And so if you find yourself dating guys who do not want to commit, guys who tend to really push you away, make like you feel like you're the one who is offering too much, yeah, the guys have a problem, but you also have a problem, girl. You need to work on you. You need to work on knowing what part of you is able to tolerate such kind of behavior, or what part of you is attracting such energy, and get rid of it and work on healing it. Yeah. So the mindset shift all of us need is, number one, awareness. Like, be aware, know that I am like this because this and this has happened to you. And don't be bitter about, like, as I had said, if you're still in this video and you're low-key still bitter about your dad, I'd say work on softening that part of you, because being bitter does not create good results. Being bitter puts you in a state where you really do not see the blessings that are there, and even tend to miss up on opportunities, because you do not know what to look forward to. You do not know what to be happy and positive about, because there's bitterness that you're holding within you, and your earthly father may not even be aware you're holding it. He may not be aware. But either way, you are hurting. You are the one who is suffering, because the future you and even the current you needs a healed version of you who is not bitter. And so be aware. Notice why you are attracted. Notice people you're drawn to and why. Yeah. Number 2, reparent your inner child. Speak to the little you. Say words that you needed to hear. You are lovable. You are enough. You do not have to chase love. You are lovable. Hey, Lovable. You are lovable. You are lovable. You are enough, and you do not need to chase love. I remember the first time a lady said those words to me. I almost like broke down. I was like, oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. But you need to tell you those words. You need to be gentle with yourself. You need to take time with ensuring you believe in those words before bringing another person along who may not fully resonate with whatever it is you're saying. Number 3. Oh, before we move to number 3, a point I'd add. You see, the way you would treat a 5-year-old girl who has so much potential, but for some reason or the other, she is not able to fully unleash that because of previous wounds. And if you do not be intentional with your little girl to ensure she heals, she wakes up, she is taken care of, she will not be able to unleash her full potential. So self-love isn't just about telling yourself you're enough. Work on repeatedly proving to yourself that you are enough and that you keep your word. Raise your standards. Raise them. I'm not talking about money. Remove money and all materialistic things off the table. Who is this person? Who is he? Is he gentle? Is he consistent? Is he faithful? Is he genuine with you? Does he care about you? Has he worked on himself? Has he addressed his traumas? Raise your standards and ensure that when the least that you have is not the normal, let him have street and cars. That is good, but it's not important. It's not the best. If a person has all those luxurious things and he is not able to offer love, care, I mean, you will be in a low vibration state tentatively. And I know there's this common phrase, oh, you'd rather cry in a Bentley than cry in Ngomongo. But Ngomongo don't come after me. Like, why would you want to cry? Why would you want to be unhappy in a Bentley? So I'd say have a list of a guy who is genuinely gentle, not a guy who is overly critical of you. Because the truth is, my 4th point would be, know that healthy love at times may appear, for lack of a better word, let me use boring. Because you are used to the chaos of, oh, he wants us to end things. Oh, let me go tell him we should need to end things. Oh, he's texting me today happy, the next day he's not happy with me. Like, that's chaos. And as we are working on having better families, more healed communities, it's important to point out that getting used to the healthy may be unfamiliar, and so because you're used to the chaos, you may feel like it's boring, he's not lighting up. There's this common phrase that the bad guys are the better ones for street love, romance. No. Why would you be inconsistent with me? Why would you not be tender and gentle with me? So I'd say really work on, work on yourself, 1, and 2, when the healthy love comes, it won't be as exciting as the chaos at first, especially because you're used to the chaos. But with time, you realize it was all that you needed, and it will fill your cup in ways the chaos won't. Yeah. And so as I bring this to a close, allow me to read this. You're not broken. You're wired for connection. But those wires may have gotten tangled. And so because of this tanglement, you tend to have chaotic, emotionally unavailable men. And so now you need to untangle them, and you choose a new story. Loved ones, if this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let me hear your stories on what life has been to you, on what you have had to work on, and what you will be working on. The general prompt for this video will be said as I will be editing. Like, share this video with your friends, share it with someone who you know needs to hear this. Bye bye.